Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software prepared by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra Dynamic Mathematics software is presented at this video series. To view the contents, join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing worksheet to construct a rhombus and verify the properties. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a licensed version, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me show you the worksheet which we are going to design. Properties of rhombus. We will tell the definition of rhombus. It is a special case of parallelogram with all sides of equal length. We will construct it. Then we will tell them that all the sides are equal. Let them drag it and then check whether the sides are always equal. The sides are always equal. Well, the opposite angles are equal. We will show them the angle and then check that angle A, angle C, and angle B and angle D are two pairs of equal angles. Let them pull it and push it and then check whether it is working nice. Well, the third property, sum of the two adjacent angle is 180 degrees. There also we can tell them that A plus B, B plus C, C plus D and D plus A is always 180 degrees. And the next one is diagonal bisect each other at right angle. One diagonal is already there. We will draw the second diagonal. We will show them the angle. It is 90 degrees. And they bisect each other. What is the meaning of it? We have to tell them that AE is equal to EC. And let them come and then drag it and then check it out. And they can find the area also, formula of into the two diagonals. We have to length of the diagonal to be multiplied. And the area can be obtained directly from GeoGebra also. Let them check it out whether they are getting the same answer as this area obtained from GeoGebra. Well, let us try to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. For that, I have taken GeoGebra Classic 5 worksheet with geometry view and option rounding off to maybe 0 decimal place, 2 decimal place, whatever maybe, and labeling of new points only, and navigation bar I have activated. First, ABC, you type the title, properties of rhombus. Well, then we will ask the children that what they mean by that. It is a special diagram with all sides equal. They can call it as a kite also sometimes. Well, we will try to draw it now. Go to this segment. Draw a segment AB. Escape. Now you take a circle with the center through a point and then draw a circle of A. We are going to find the perpendicular actually for that AB. For that only we are doing it. Okay, well, for AB and then try to go for a length more than half of it and then put a line like this. Okay, now you know that the AC is the radius of it. With the same radius, we have to draw another circle centered at B. How to do it? For that, we are having this compass. Take this compass. What the compass asking you to do? Select segment or 2 points, then center point. Therefore, I will select this A and C. Now I got it now. Now I can put it anywhere now. I got a replica of that circle now. I will put it at B. Good. Let me escape. Let me go for this point of intersection of these two circles. I will touch it and then touch it over here. I got 2 points there. Okay. Escape and then come out. Okay. Now what I can do is I want it to be ABCD. Okay, let us make it afterwards. Let us go to this polygon. Let us complete this polygon A, this one and this one and this one. You got a kite. Well, now let us try to remove those which you don't want. Right click, show the object, and then right click and show the object. Okay, now again right click and show the object. Right click and show the object. Okay, that's gone. Well, now we can move this AB and then make it a very small one so that it is very easy for us to do the changes. Now we want to have it in a cyclic order of these vertices. Or what you can do is right click it, rename it into capital B. Already B is there, don't worry about it. That B will become B1 automatically. Okay, well, but I want it as C, therefore rename it as C. Okay, now you got it now. ABCD, you got it as a rhombus. Well, you can pull it, I can push it. Okay, can pull it and push it. Okay, now let us go for the properties once after the other. Okay, all the sides are of equal length. Okay, what is the property number 1? Okay, what is the meaning of it? The child should try to understand. Okay, let us try to get the length of the sides. Okay, for that, let me make it a little bit perfect like this. Go to this AB, click it. Let us check whether it is selected. Yes, it got selected. Go for this label, name and value. Again, go to this. Again, okay, quadrilaterally selected. Escape. If the quadrilateral is selected, please escape. Segment BC is selected. Well, good. Name and value. Okay. CD is selected. Name and value. AD is selected. Yes. Show name and value. You got all of them are 7. Remember, this is corrected to 1 decimal place. 0 decimal place. You should be a bit careful. Well, now I am just pulling it and then pushing it. You see, all the sides are of equal length. Okay, what is the next property? Okay, now this you want to display it, you can very well display it also. Here you can tell the children that AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA or AD, whatever may be, and you can in the object you can select either A or B or C, whatever may be. Automatically it will come over there. Okay, now the next property is opposite angles are equal. Okay, what is the meaning of opposite angle? Let us see the angles now. Go to these angles, click it. Oh, I got these angles, all the angles corrected to 0 decimal place. Be careful, even though we are telling that it is 0 decimal place, it is not showing only 0 decimal place, but originally it is 78.1, or if you want to do it in 3 decimal place, it is 77.121. Be careful, it is showing only the a single digit, that's are 0. The decimal it is not showing. For you don't get confused with that. For simplicity, we are taking 0 decimal place, but it is not originally like that. Okay, well, what is the meaning of it? You ask the children to tell. What do you mean by that? For the child will tell immediately, sir, angle A is equal to, I am seeing angle C is opposite to it. Therefore, angle C is equal to always, what is it? From the object, you select alpha and then click OK. Now you got the one set. Now the opposite angles are equal. One set you got. Okay, then the second set also you can tell the children that is angle B is equal to again angle D is equal to, you can either select beta or you can select delta. Both are one at the same, therefore both you have got it. Now okay, now the next property, the sum of adjacent angle. Is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, let us try to check out what are the adjacent angle. Angle A plus angle B, then angle B plus angle C plus angle D, or angle D plus angle A, whatever may be. But let me write simply one of them, two of them maybe. Angle A plus angle B, just for the children to understand actually what is the meaning of it. Angle B plus angle C. Okay, I think and so on is equal to 180 degrees. Is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, now if you want to show the children that actually what is the meaning of this, why it is, what is angle A, what is angle B, what is that, I think all of you know that in that object property you have to take alpha. Okay, from that object you have to take alpha plus then you have to take beta is same as you have to take B, therefore beta plus you have to take gamma. Just for practice I'm just showing you, is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, well this is very simple one. The child can understand actually what you are meaning about it. Therefore the sum of the adjacent angle is 180 degrees. Okay, let us now come back to the property of diagonals. For that only one diagonal is there already. Let us go for making the statement. The diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees, at right angles, whatever you call. Therefore I am making it as okay. Now what is the meaning of it? I want to take the another diagonal. Now I will go to the segment. Let me join this BD. Let me get the point of intersection. Both of them are intersecting at E. I want this angle now. Therefore I am taking this angle. Go in clockwise direction. Therefore C, E and D. Oh, I got 90. No need to show the remaining angle because one is 90, automatically all of them will be totally 90. Let it be always 90. Let us see. Yes, it is always 90. Whatever the way I am pulling and pushing, it is always 90 degrees. Okay, now the diagonals bisect each other, that we have to tell. How to tell that it is bisect each other? Already we know that we have to go for the first segment as AE and we have to go for another segment EC. Okay, now let us see what is the actually the value which you are going over here. It is H and I. Therefore right click that H, go to object property. In that you tell its value, then have a different color to it and you can have a style to it also. Well, now go for H now, again object property now, the basic, show the label, show the value, it is showing now, and the color you can take different color, and in the style also you can make it little bit thicker. Okay, now you got both of them as 7 and 7. Okay, now you can remember that they are H and I. You have to remember that. Okay, let us come back. The diagonal bisect each other 90 degrees. 90 degrees has been shown. If you want to show their length, you can show it over here. That is AE. AE is equal to EC, or CE is equal to, I think from H and I think they were H and I. Therefore you can take H and then you can click it over here. 27. Similarly, you can tell the other diagonal also, that is ED and BE also in the same way. Okay, now let us go for finding the area. Now you know what is the meaning of that area. Actually area will be half into the length of the diagonals. Therefore there are two diagonals you are having. Therefore let us go to the diagonal number 1, where you can right click the diagonal number 1 and you can go to the object property and you can go for telling its value. Therefore it is showing it as 10. Okay, well, therefore the area, if you want, therefore area, you can tell the children that area is equal to what. You can ask the children that what is the area. They will calculate it by simply multiplying the length of the diagonals. From here you can directly tell them this is the area. Okay, now once again remember, this is actually approximated value, because in the option you have taken rounding off to 0 decimal place. You can have 1 decimal place and you can have 2 decimal place. Suppose if you want to make it little bit perfect, already given you the idea, go over here and then put it like this and then try to make them exact, that is the length as exact, like that you try to make them so that this length will be becoming a integer for you, so that it will become an integer. Okay, well, now I think with this the child can be able to find the properties of a rhombus, and what is the property of its diagonals, what is the property of its angle, and how to get the area from the length of the diagonals. Thank you. Let us learn to lead.